What's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready to watch the third episode of the fourth season of The Sopranos, and before I get into the episode, I got some stuff to say. First of all, sorry for the 3-week break. I didn't want it to be that long. Didn't want there to be a break at all, but, you know, stuff just happened. For the foreseeable future, it's just going to be me watching The Sopranos. Sucks, but it's just the way it's going to have to happen. In the comments, because I know everyone loves Dace here. I'm going to drop her channel. She's starting a YouTube channel. She's had a couple videos out. They're really good, really funny. They're more like not necessarily reaction content, but it's very like almost like skittish. Obviously, she's very funny, very talented. So you guys should check that out. I would appreciate it. Like I said, just for right now, I don't have an exact time, so I'm not going to really, answer any questions about it, about the timeline. But for right now, it's just going to be me at The Sopranos. I'm excited for this episode. Last episode, again, like almost all episodes of The Sopranos, are pretty goddamn incredible. Obviously, this Adriana shit is sort of like the #1 thing on my mind, and I feel like almost every season of The Sopranos so far, it has that one plot line that it introduces pretty early on in the season that you're like, okay, this is going to be a big thing, and it's always in the back of your mind, almost like a Chekhov's gun. I feel like this could be that. They could take a more sort of direct approach with it and sort of make it like a focus in every episode, but I don't know. I feel like, and again, prove me wrong, and I'm not some sort of Sopranos master, but I don't necessarily feel like that's the way that The Sopranos does things, at least so far. So I could see a world in which we get like another scene or two of her talking to the agents, and then it's sort of left on wraps, and you just sort of built up the suspense of like, okay, don't fucking say anything in front of Adriana. Don't say anything in front of Adriana for the rest of the season. So I could definitely see that, but I don't know. It's got me scared because. With Adriana, she's an important character, you know what I mean? But she's not, like, in the top tier. She's not a part of our main family. And also, I've got, like, what? 4 or 5, like, 3 seasons left. I don't fucking think that she's gonna, you know what I mean, find something and then, okay, everyone goes to jail for 3 seasons. It's not how it's gonna work. So part of me is also very fucking scared for Adriana. But I don't know. This is tough. This is a great season, great show. I'm ready to get into it. If you guys like the video, leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. The day or the night that this comes out, I'm not ahead on anything, but if you check back in like a week or two, I'll probably be done the season by then. So, and the final thing, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really helps me out, and I'd really appreciate it. And I'm ready to get into the episode. Let's go. The classic. Oh, where is it at? Like, this would be dangerous. I mean, I don't know the exact vocabulary, but you know in, like, the White House where, like, the 12 people, they can't be in the room at the same time in case of something bad happens? I feel like this is the same exact thing. Just takes one drive-by and everyone's dead.
Cultural anthropology.
Stop blowing your nose. I want to hear this.
Council members and supporters will lie down in the path of Columbus Day marches.
He is in a bad fucking mood.
Of Columbus's role in the genocide of America's native peoples, unquote. To launch their protest,
he always looks so fucking disgusted.
I thought Columbus was the hero of America.
Oh, see, it's these Indians and the commie fucks. They want to paint Columbus as a slave trader instead of an explorer.
Gotta admit, they did get massacred, the Indians.
It's not like we didn't give them a bunch of shit to make up for that.
Okay.
Now they got the casinos.
The fuck we ever get we didn't have to work our balls off for?
I won't mind sitting on my ass all day, smoking mushrooms and collecting government checks.
Punching down when you should be punching up.
I'll tell you what it is. It's anti-Italian discrimination. Columbus Day is a day of Italian pride.
But I never liked Columbus.
Oh, hey, what?
In Napoli, a lot of people are not so happy for Columbus. Because he was from Genova.
What's the problem with Genoa?
The north of Italy always have the money and the power. They punished the south since hundreds of years.
No matter where you are in the food chain, you always have someone you look down on. That's what it feels like in society.
I'm gonna take action here.
I'm gonna take action here. I'm gonna start a protest. Go shoot down their protest. This is a great opening, and that's a great shot right there.
Oh, your father Phil says she's very good.
Why you say
You
woman
should come,
professor?
Adriana.
No, don't let her. Don't get her near anything.
How much money did you make today, slut?
300.
That's all, bitch?
Yeah.
Street hoe. Like you worked that ass.
Be back in the street, baby.
Oh, dude, I like Ralph even more. Now he's getting that dirty stuff going on, that role play.
Mama's a little tramp. Mama's a little who?
Yeah, I gotta clip that. I've been clipping Whoas from the Sopranos episodes so I can use. I've just seen one of the most insane scenes I've ever seen.
No, Chicken's great.
Says a lot about him, too. He role-playing as a fucking prostitute after fucking killing a whole bunch. Nah, just killing one, but...
How can we do this with Ro on the phone?
Stop.
We're so wacky.
Why? Ew, Janice. We're so crazy. We're so goofy. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up. This poor fucking guy, dude. He is turning on this, as he should.
Oh, how you doing?
You know. Thanks for the stamps. How you getting on?
I feel old.
Poor fucking guy, dude.
Listen, John. I just want to say, I hope your feelings weren't hurt too bad, and that it never got back to the missus.
The fuck you talking about?
You didn't hear the joke?
Oh, Paulie!
Never mind. Let it die at that.
What joke?
Oh my fucking god, dude. He is tearing everything apart. As he should.
Man, you tell me, Paulie.
John, you got more laborers on the job site than we got carpenters.
He is... Sack's gonna go on a rampage, too.
Mazarone hire more laborers off the books.
Nobody's talking to you.
All right, Jesus.
Come to your attention from where?
That property's hot because of the Esplanade. We share the Esplanade. We share Zalman. If the Soprano family's gonna benefit from a thing, Carmine feels we should have too.
Dude, his little fucking smirk is... It's the greatest smirk in TV history.
We'll work something out.
He's fucking disgusted. He's pulling some shit on. He's scheming now. Stop, Risen! Oh my god, I get uncomfortable.
Mannaggia la miseria. This thing gets on my nerves.
Don't get me started.
Well, let's start with the idea of a parade for a genocidal colonial general. A national holiday, no less. Such festivities are deeply offensive to us.
These are pretty broad charges.
I don't know how to explain it. But in today's society, we just need to not have any holidays, because someone always has a problem. Even if justified, and it is justified in this scenario, I don't care what anyone fucking says. But you just can't... Everything starts a big fucking brouhaha.
Two simple people from Sicily who braved the...
Dude, I love... He is the fucking, like, dad who, you know, just turns on CNN at night. Fucking goes on a 30-minute rant. I love him so much.
Such flair we have added to our image. And yet, America still sees us.
You've only seen him, like, this is like his third appearance in season 1. I would have expected him to be a lot bigger of a role. I don't really care either way. I mean, I like him, but...
Grandmothers may have been dressed in black, but we're in Moschino and Armani. For those who say Italian Americans eat smelly cheese and sip cold wine, tell them we're...
I was gonna say...
Chicago and supple...
It's the truth. You should be proud of it.
If they say John Gotti, you tell them Rudolph Giuliani. A Princeton study showed that 74% of Americans associated Italian Americans with organized...
A lot of stereotypes.
Why would they do this?
No.
Because of the way the media depict them.
Yeah, that's not real.
And it is our job to make sure people...
Oh, that's horrible. Stop fucking looking at me.
Educated, wage-earning, law...
I love this aspect of the show. The societal impacts. To me, the closest show I've seen to it in this aspect is The Wire. I mean, where I feel like it... And I'm not saying that the show isn't entertaining. You don't misconstrue what I'm about to say. But I feel like it focuses less on entertainment and more on, like, real-world messages. And I think it's very sophisticated.
I'll say it, that was totally uncalled for.
Father and Tintola's forgetting who his friends are.
It was outrageous, Carm. I'm shocked.
What are you gonna do? Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Really, though, how dare he? After all you've done for this parish.
What are you gonna do?
Let the man eat the cannoli in peace.
Father, I don't know what to say. I'm so upset.
Why? What's wrong?
What's wrong? Carmela is one of your biggest supporters and friends. How dare you let her suffer humiliation and embarrassment at the hands of an outsider?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, you know exactly what I mean. Fortunately, because of her husband's high profile in the waste industry, Carmela's the one who bears the brunt of these insults. But there were many of us who were equally...
Well, it's your guys' fucking fault.
This is an open forum. You did hear me bring up that new study.
Well, if that's your idea of a good luncheon speaker, I suggest you think about who really keeps this parish alive year after year.
The audacity, man. Let me eat my cannoli in peace.
A man in your cities is numb to the stench.
Go back! Mussolini was Hitler's bitch! Go back!
Are people like trying to argue otherwise? That Mussolini was not? Oh, Jesus Christ.
In the words of Chief Seattle, for the last red men
Fucking Silvio, man.
memory of my tribe shall I become a
Your
myth.
germs killed my ancestors?
Come to get out of here, you son of a bitch from about these shores.
Don't fucking, dude. Don't fucking start a hate crime here.
That better not be Columbus. Take it down.
It obviously is already.
Our ancestors did.
Go sit down, cupcake. We're not taking anything.
And again, it's like, same thing with the wire. I love how uncomfortable this is. Because this is real, and especially nowadays, it's so relevant.
Everybody! I'll remember this, Joey.
Save Columbus! Save Christopher Columbus!
Come on, you two.
They're gonna fucking spin this into some anti-Italian shit.
Right, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Hey! Marty, what are you fucking doing? Why do you scuffle like a rat? Damn, why these guys got fucking awesome ringtones?
I'm stuck in traffic now. I gotta go to the store.
You had to go get some crowns or something.
Your mother's a real pain to you-know-what sometime.
Jesus, dude.
Tell her I said thanks a lot.
Well, if you can't find a recipe, I'll ask Sancho.
Yeah, son, your mom's a fucking bitch, man.
Hello? Hi, Gab. What? When?
Who got into an accident?
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, God, that's terrible.
Who was it?
Karen had an accident on Pompton Avenue.
Damn.
She's dead.
Holy shit! Oh my god! That fucking took a sharp turn.
I got home for dinner last night. Gabby's sitting there devastated.
I used to soak out on that shop right last week.
You talking about Karen?
I forgot, dude. I always keep forgetting they're in New Jersey. You hear a ShopRite mention, you go, holy shit.
We got Little Paulie and St. Barnabas. Plus, we lost face down there.
This is something that hits home. I can't turn the other cheek on this.
I know, but we're running a business here.
You gonna give him a stern talking to? Okay. Oh, okay, we're good.
What the fuck's with you? I count on you to be the most level-headed guy.
Level-headed?
Right of Columbus. I'm an Italian-American, and I pay money to the Italian Anti-Defamation Coordination Council, and basta. We're the victims here.
Oh, you write a check, too?
Don't. Let's not forget. It was a friend of ours, Joe Colombo, who founded the first Italian...
Everyone's got a... And again, no disrespect to Silvio or Italian-Americans, but everyone's got a victim complex nowadays. Again, I feel like this show is a microcosm for real life in America.
Who's calling, please?
Good morning, Assemblyman.
Hey, what's up?
You know this protest with the Indians and Columbus Day?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Well, we need somebody to make it go away.
Dude, this is insane.
Real hot potato. Nobody wants to touch it.
Why? We just want a piece.
I feel like, and again, I'm not some fucking, big political mastermind, but I feel like it's always, the white people on top, and they make the, small people, the minorities, turn on each other.
The last time that you dated a friend and colleague of your brother's...
Holy shit!
...disappeared into the witness protection program.
I know.
Now, another man who works with your brother unable to meet your basic needs for love and respect, involved with another woman.
Which brings me back to my childhood.
I never even thought of this. I never even thought of the prospect of having this. I love this.
And where I was shamed and ridiculed for being artistic.
In your relationship with these men, you have replaced your father with your brother.
Yes.
As a figure of authority that you need to prove something to. You set up these scenarios with these men.
I feel like after watching this fucking show, I gotta start thinking like a goddamn therapist anytime I watch shows.
Your Star Ledger interview conflicts with Iron New Jersey.
I said this at season 1, season 2. I just want every scene of this show to be someone new in therapy.
Del Redcliffe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw you on Channel 20. No, don't get up. I'm Henry Caruso. I'm pleased to meet you.
Fuck, he's about to perform a fucking Better Call Saul level scheme right here.
Del's TA.
Yes. Yes, I can see that.
Okay.
Very upset about this protest you're spearheading. No puns intended. Italians here in New Jersey. Good people. Family people. And they've asked me to tell you that it's really not in your best interest to go through with this fucking thing.
Well, we've come here to...
Straight threat?
Don't know much about Indian Resolve.
Del, should I call security?
Nah.
You remember this guy?
Dude.
Your fucking poster boy. Part Cherokee.
Got dirt on him?
Wasn't even a fucking Indian. Second generation Sicilian from Louisiana named Spiro Decote.
Well, I think you better leave now.
Guy's a total fucking phony. Total fugazi. Even Jay
This is a Better Call Saul scheme right here, and I fucking love it.
Jesus Christ, is this true? This is a fucking disaster.
I mean, it's probably not. Do some research. This might be like a fake-out scheme.
It's been on Access Hollywood, E!
This is a major PR boner.
Del, it's been
Oh,
researched.
okay.
Cody was definitely Native American, total environmentalist.
Are you sure about this?
Even if it's not, even if it is real, or not real, the minute people start spreading rumors, the threat of a lie is more dangerous than the lie itself.
And make them do whatever we want. That doesn't sound like a slave trader to you?
George Washington had slaves, the father of our country.
Yes, so don't justify people with it, just look down on them.
Is teaching your son that if Columbus was alive today, he would go on trial for crimes against humanity like Milosevic in, Europe.
Your teacher said that.
It's not just my teacher, it's the truth. It's in my history book.
He's going towards the light, and the parents, it's always the parents, they're gonna pull him back down. That's how generational education works.
To see what he went through. People thought the world was flat, for crying out loud. Then he lands on an island with a bunch of naked savages on it. I mean, that took a lot of guts. You remember when we went to Florida, the heat, and those bugs?
Well, like it took guts to murder people and put them in chains.
He was a victim of his time.
Who cares? It's what he did.
He discovered America is what he did.
Oh!
He was a brave Italian explorer.
Holy shit!
In this house, Christopher Columbus is a hero.
Holy fucking shit! Dude, it happened! I feel like DiCaprio! He fucking said it! Oh no, Bobby! He fucking said it! Oh my god, I'm getting teary-eyed, not just because of the meme, but also because of Bobby. This poor fucking guy, dude. Nothing good happens to him. He better raise up high in the ranks by the end of this goddamn fucking...
Oh, you needed me.
show.
I should have been with you. I should have been in your place.
No.
My love. My sweet love.
Man, I can already... Bobby's the character... Every show has it. The one character that everybody fucking universally loves. I feel like Bobby's the character in this.
You know what I heard one time?
What did he do?
Sil was on the phone. He was talking with somebody about how Bobby was the only one of them who doesn't have a Kamada. They were laughing at him.
No, Bobby!
I'll go first this time. I'll bring my eggplant parm over to Bobby's. Actually, tomorrow is better for me.
These guys have a fucking system down because of how much this happens. And usually it's the fucking, it's the guys, but...
I'm sorry I missed the Legless nursing school graduation. Unforgivable.
What the fuck
But
did
I
they
knew.
say? Did Paulie...
Stick it in your ass.
Paulie put on... Ralphie?
Hey, can't choke you.
What the fuck, John?
Keep him away from me.
Okay, you put it on Ralphie. Yep, obviously, because Ralphie's... Okay.
I'm surrounded by death. My husband, my son, my friend.
I don't know what to tell you, Ro.
There's pieces torn out of me. Chunks of me that are...
I wish he was with someone better, man. I love Ralphie, but come on. I love him as a bad guy.
Dwelling on all this stuff.
It's not stuff. Do you have any idea what it feels like? Do you? It's not stuff. It's death. It's pain.
I'm having a lot of trouble dealing with this. I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't think I can do this.
Right now, dude?
Need a lot right now. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Dude, I mean, like...
For me, you can comfort me.
What about me? What do I get out of it?
Oh, I don't get my dick sucked. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
How about your every need taken care of? Sexually, everything. All your shit. It's all about you, isn't it?
It's not all about me, but, I mean... Let's be realistic.
Bro, just take yourself and leave the situation.
Leave me?
My dude, leaving someone who's been traumatized.
I'm buying her.
Cool, man. She's beautiful, huh?
That's right.
You have room for that?
They were Taino Indians who got raped by Columbus and the conquistadors.
That's right, Reuben.
Muon got Martin Luther King Day. What do we got?
I can't say. Jews, because of their history, have common cause with the oppressed. Some Indians were deliberately given blankets, tainted with smallpox, died like flies.
No shit.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. You want to talk bioterrorism? Look who started it.
Amen to that, my friend.
That's right. Christopher Columbus was no better than Adolf Hitler.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, but...
Hitler?
Yeah. I'm not the only one who thinks so.
Yeah, that Indian from the protest was whining
Actually, I don't know how many Native Americans died.
Oh, Columbus, Hitler.
Because it's true, man.
You're talking out of your ass. Columbus and Hitler. You're trivializing the Holocaust. Frankly, Reuben, you got that kind of covert anti-Semitism.
Covert anti-Semitism.
That's right.
Fuck you too, my man.
Again, this is what I mean. It's like the powerful white person just sits up here and nothing happens, and then they all the minorities and everything turn on each other. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Doing.
We're home free, baby.
Baby, I did it. I told Ro.
Told her about us?
No. I told her I didn't want to be with her anymore, and I left.
Janice, leave his ass too. I don't know, he'll fucking kill you, probably.
No more fear. No more guilt. Just sex.
No.
You know what I want.
Yeah, that's the only thing he wants. Listen to the therapist.
You need me, slut.
She's falling in. She flipped the switch to hypnosis.
So, Chief, he told you about the shit going down in Newark?
Small element. Ruins it for the rest of us. I've got a $250 million casino and a huge Italian-American customer base.
Providence, East Boston, good people.
Closer than Atlantic City. This is a brand new facility, state-of-the-art.
Yeah, well, this fucking protest. You know, they're burning Columbus in effigy down there.
It's not gonna happen. People like Red Clay, they're out of touch. They're in their ivory towers. They don't understand the economic opportunity that funds much.
I love how it showcases every little aspect, every little corner of human society and the human condition.
Well, no offense, Chief, but you don't look much like an Indian.
Frankly, I passed most of my life as white. Until I had a racial awakening and discovered my Mohawk blood. My grandmother on my father's side, her mother was a quarter Mohawk.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Happened when the casino bill got passed, right?
Better late than never.
Mohawk, you love Columbus.
And my son called because Karen wanted me to pick up steaks and eggplants. And I was mad at her for sending me. I was tired. I was mad at her. But I was stuck in traffic because of her accident.
No.
She was up the road ahead of me, lying and twisting.
Dude, this is fucking horrible. No, my poor Bobby.
Oh, Oh, my sweet Karen. My sweet girl.
Janice, can you comfort him in any sort of way? Do you see this in your life?
Pass me the peppers.
Don't let this motherfucker push you around. Get away from him.
Doug, how are you?
Tony, I wish I had better news. I struck out. Red Clay didn't go for it.
Oh. Ask him about the ionized Cody thing.
The guy pretended he didn't even know me. You believe the son of a bitch?
Ask him about Cody.
Sylph, calm down.
Ask him about ionized Cody?
He didn't give a shit. It was some internet rumor. And most Native Americans, they don't give a flying fuck. It's like knowing James Caan isn't Italian.
All right, well. Nice meeting you, and I appreciate the effort.
You gotta let me make it up to you. Come on up, spend a day, Sill, whoever you want.
We think this guy Red Clay's fucking a graduate student. We hire a detective.
Let it go!
Yeah, but what do you gotta... It's over.
He's gonna try. Don't do anything. Syl, I'm begging you.
And then I look at Ralphie.
You saw in this man the things that you want in your life. Truth. Love.
Yes.
Loyalty. Appreciation.
To find a way to move away from the darkness and toward the light.
What does this man do?
He works with my brother, but he's not like the others.
Janice.
Sandy, he's different, believe me.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
John, I'm here at Christopher Columbus Park in Newark, where this afternoon violence broke out briefly between Native American demonstrators and members of a coalition of 18 various Italian-American pride organizations.
Oh.
Get out of here! This is our day! You hear that? He fed our people to his dogs!
Oh.
My God, this is tragic.
Syl, don't let it be so. Watch, he might fucking kill you. But it's a risk we gotta take. Again, she's obviously more damaged than Tony. And I don't want to use the word crazy because I think it's, you know what I mean.
Janutsky!
But I want to see her better herself. I love how every character has their own sort of internal struggle.
This is it, hon. This is the last of this stuff I had at Rose. Finito.
Your shoes.
What?
Didn't I ask you to take your shoes off when you came in this house?
She's gonna get antsy with... Try to get him to leave by himself.
Sorry, hon.
You forgot. So that's just it. You fucking forgot!
You gonna push him down the stairs?! Don't kill him!
Get out! Get out!
Don't get him to kill you.
My back. My back. I'll kill you, you crazy bitch.
Did you break his back?
Kill you, bitch. You crazy cunt!
Get out!
Ralph, you're gonna lose this fucking battle! You're gonna lose this battle. She's undefeated right now. She's undefeated in spousal fights. You need to leave.
We ought to just whack this prick.
Who the fuck are you kidding? All you thought about was blackjack.
What?
You think to stay in the country was free, don't you? Well, I wasn't. Fucking Chief Smith wants Frankie Valli to come up there and play a week. That's what this whole fucking junket was about.
Frankie?
Yeah, that's right. That's why he buttonholed me, goddammit.
Got played.
It's bad blood with Frankie's manager, so the chief wants me to call him directly. As payback for him reaching out to Red Clay. Well, you're gonna make the fucking call.
I ain't seen Frankie for years.
Tough shit! You're making the fucking call! Do this fucking parade already!
Dude, I love when these motherfuckers in television, in media, whatever. I love when people get angry at each other. The acting on these guys is insane.
I don't know what you're so hot about.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They discriminate against all Italians as a group when they disallow Columbus.
Oh, will you fucking stop? Group. Gary Cooper. Now, there was an American. A strong, silent type. He did what he had to do. He faced down the Miller gang when none of those other assholes in town would lift a finger to help him. And did he complain? Did he say, oh, I come from this poor Texas, Irish, illiterate fucking background or whatever the fuck, so leave me the fuck out of it because my people got fucked over?
T. Not for nothing.
I say it all the fucking time here, but this show has the most realistic characters I've ever seen in fiction, probably.
Columbus was so long ago, he might as well have been a fucking movie. Images, you said.
The point is, Gary Cooper, the real Gary Cooper, or anybody named Cooper, never suffered like the Italians. And a guy like him, they fucked everybody else. The Italians, the Polacks, the blacks.
I don't know, if he was American around nowadays, he'd be...
Patsy and Chris in the back seeing the two fucking parents argue right now.
The gays, whatever the fuck.
He was gay, Gary Cooper?
No! Are you listening to me?
Hey, people suffered.
Did you? Except for maybe the feds?
My grandparents got spit on.
But did you?
Calabria.
Let me ask you a question. All the good things you got in your life, did they come to you because you're Calabrese? I'll tell you the answer. The answer is no. You got a smart kid at Lackawanna College. You got a wife who's a piece of ass. At least she was when you married her.
Oh my God.
Incredible topless bars in North Jersey. Now, did you get all this shit because you're Italian? No, you got it because you're smart, because you're whatever the fuck. What the fuck is our self-esteem? I mean,
I like the struggle.
Columbus or the Godfather or Chef fucking Boyardee.
We gotta tiptoe around the Indians, though, don't we? We can't call our teams the Braves or the Tomahawks.
Oh,
or
you
the...
take it up with Frankie Valli when you talk to him.
Oh, that was a fucking... Oh, I love this show so much, man. That was good. That was another incredible episode of The Sopranos. It's... I was talking to someone in the comments at this point, maybe even like a month or two ago. A month ago. I think it might have been after the penultimate episode of season 3. How I was like... I would easily say that this is a top 5 episode of the show, but I think that I have like 15 top 5 episodes of the show. Every episode is so goddamn good. Like, I have not watched a single episode of this show where I've gone, that was, nah. Like, I've not had that, and it's rare, and obviously, you know, when I list the sort of shows, it's the common, you know, bunch, but, like, I can only think of something like The Wire, Breaking Bad, or Better Call Saul as shows in which I never went, that episode was okay, I guess. Where, like, every episode was like, God damn, this is so good. And again, I talked about it in the middle of the episode, but I'll sort of bring it up again to sort of, you know, explain the thought in case anyone didn't understand. I watched Breaking Bad first. It was honestly one of the first shows I ever watched. And obviously, it's universally beloved, especially in my generation. You know, nowadays I feel like Breaking Bad is universally regarded as the greatest show of all time. Whereas more, you know, one generation back would say something typically like The Sopranos. So I watched Breaking Bad, and then about like 7 whole years later, I watched The Wire, which had been built up so much for me. And it was really fucking good. And it made me think a lot about society and culture, and you know what I mean? Like, impacts and norms and all of that. It felt like a fucking gut punch, if that makes sense. It felt like the most real thing I had ever watched. And it was in discussion for, you know, my favorite show of all time. It's not, at this point, it's probably like 6 or 7, maybe even 8. But I mean, I would still put that in the conversation. And it came down to sort of like the idea that this show right here feels like a message. It feels like a really important message on people and groups and, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. And less focused on entertainment. And people like different things. But I feel like this show fits into that Wire category for me, to where, like, not every moment or every single episode is like the most entertaining spectacle, greatest thing I've ever seen of entertainment-wise of all time, you know what I mean? I'm not on the edge of my seat, like, cheering on it. It's just, sometimes it's slow, and it's deliberate, and it's funny, but it's real. It's serious, but it has a message, it has a theme. This entire show feels like an exploration of humans and their relationships and society. Because again, you know, obviously I talk about every episode, the characters, the strength of the characters, and that is, you know, a huge aspect of the show. But I also just think that I hope people understand what I mean by this, and maybe even in the comments people can sort of expand on what I mean, because I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. But the specific characters are really important and really interesting, but it almost feels like they're caricatures, if that makes sense. Like they don't need to be them, but it's still an important message or a role that they're playing. I hope people understand what I mean by that. Like, again, I just come back to the message. It feels very sophisticated, and honestly, you know, I'm before people get mad in the comments or anything like that. I'm only 21 years old. I turned 21 a couple weeks ago. I'm not the most educated person in the world, especially like socially, societally. I'm not, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say I don't care about politics, but I'm not well versed in politics or history or anything like that. But so the point being, this show at points it feels grimy and it feels, you know, grounded and it feels uncomfortable. But it feels so real. Like these conversations that people are having, they happen every day around me, especially nowadays with the bullshit we've got going on in our country. I'm speaking as an American here. It's excellent. I feel like, and I talked about this in like season 1 and 2, especially when there's like a family reunion or a big get together. The characters in this show feel like they could be my family. I feel like I could be thrust into the show and just start not agreeing, but like going like, damn, like this is fucking real. And I even like Melfi, big character, big huge character. You know what I mean? When I go back to the roles, this episode didn't really feel like you needed Melfi. Melfi sort of stands in, and the guy's name I always forget. They sort of stand in as the everyday Italian, if that makes sense. They sort of they're playing a role, and it works so well. You know, seeing stuff from different perspectives. I really like this episode. Going into some of the specifics, sort of the most there was a couple connections, but I feel like the most distant big storyline of the episode was the Janice and Ralphie sort of storyline, and I fucking loved it. You know, talking about Janice, when she got introduced in season 2, Janice was arguably laugh at me in the comments. Janice was arguably my second favorite character, or maybe even for like it was her and Richie. I sort of like went back and forth with that season because obviously Livia was absent. I loved her, and then season 3 sort of she sort of faded into the background. Obviously, knowing about Livia's actress not being able to make it for obvious reasons, it sort of felt like she was just sort of thrust in there, and is like, oh, we got to keep Janice around. You know what I mean? But this season, I hope that it continues to give, because she got some intense focus this episode. I hope the season continues giving her stuff, because I never even thought about, I said this in the episode, I never even thought about the prospect of showing her in therapy. I didn't even think of her going to therapy at all. Like, you know what I mean? And I like seeing it because I feel like, again, I don't want to call her crazy. I feel like that's the wrong word, but I'm going to simplify it. I feel like someone who is just like mentally jumbled up as her, and who sort of flip-flops and has all these opinions and stuff like that, it's a perfect sort of avenue to, again, keep exploring this whole idea of, you know, self-growth and her impact and her thoughts and regrets and her connections to her past. And I really like that. It's sort of, again, something that I would want a lot more. I feel like you can parallel a lot with Tony. Obviously the main character. I feel like she can play a more important role, and I would really like that. As I would like every character to continue getting these sort of intense delves into their personal life and their inner thoughts and their struggles and their, you know, whatever relationships or interactions they're having right now. I think that would be an amazing thing that they can continue doing. And then Ralphie, obviously, Ralphie, I fucking love him. One of my top 5 characters. Again, I don't know how to explain it. Ralphie's one of those characters where this is going into that sort of entertainment thing. Ralphie's arguably my most entertaining character in the show. But when it comes to like the emotions, like caring for him, he's a lot lower. He's a lot lower. Because I think that he's a shitty person in almost every fucking aspect, to be quite honest. But like, he's one of the, when he's on my screen, fucking one of the most entertaining characters I've seen in recent TV for me. But I liked seeing him sort of, again, I liked and disliked, and that's one of the things that I keep talking about with this show. It's amazing, and It's entertaining, but at the same time, it's so real. And because it's so real, because it feels like real life, there's good stuff that happens, there's bad stuff that happens. I feel happy, and then I feel sad, and then I feel disgusted, then I feel ashamed. It's like the show makes me feel sort of every emotion. And I think maybe Ralphie's sort of a microcosm for that. But I don't know. Paulie, I gotta. Again, I don't know if they'll reveal. I don't know. This show doesn't like reveal information that much. It's just more of like a slow, like, sentence here, sentence there. You sort of connect. But I do wonder why they've sort of completely disregarded Paulie, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know. Is it because they were really close with Pussy? You know what I mean? And Pussy sort of turned on him, that they're fearful, they don't want to get closer to other people? I don't think so, because that would just then make that person turn on you even more likely. But they've like completely thrown him into the wind, and now he's sort of like pulling like a puppeteer role, where he is sort of pulling strings and turning people against each other. And again, I don't want to say like sabotaging the business, because sabotaging I feel like would mean that he's trying to take it down. I don't think that he's taking it down. I think that he just wants repercussions on certain things, and specifically on certain people like Ralphie, as sort of a revenge for the way he's been treated. And I forget, it's been like a month since I watched. It's been actually maybe like a month and a half, maybe, since I watched the last episode. So I don't remember if they give us an exact sort of time, how long he's left in there. But like, still, again, he's not in like a life situation, I feel like, where, he can flip real easily. He's getting out pretty soon. But at the same time, the prospect is there. You're sitting in jail every fucking day. You know what I mean? Thinking about why you're here. Again, no matter how long. If I was in jail for a week or I was in jail for 5 years, I'm still going to think about how I ended up there. Who put me there, my decisions, whatever. He's feeling some type of way, obviously. I just imagine like a fucking kid's cartoon or something, probably making the phone call and then like sort of seeping into the dark, shadowy background. That's how I pictured in this episode. Sort of, and that's going into the strength of this show. And again, I would say that this also fits into the aspect of the realism, the amazing characters. Characters don't need to be like some 30-minute role in every episode. Like, someone as important as Paulie, he can have a quick 1-minute scene, you know what I mean? Sort of causing plot lines to brew and simmer in the background. And it's not like, oh, where was Paulie? And again, I'm always going to be one of those people who always want to see more of everyone. So I'm not saying it as in like, oh, good, we only needed to see Paulie for one scene. I'm saying it as in like, I could watch Paulie for 2 hours. But in order to focus on everyone as a whole throughout the entire show, you can't focus on everyone evenly in every episode, I feel. So I really like that. Bobby, again, it's sort of almost the opposite of Ralphie. My feelings towards Bobby. Not that I don't find him entertaining, because I get people. I'm always paranoid of people not understanding what I mean, because sometimes I don't really speak as correctly as I should. But to me, Bobby's one of those characters who he's funny as fuck, but I care about him. He's one of the rare people in the show that, again, unless they fucking show him, fucking shooting someone innocent in the head next episode, I feel like he's probably the only person that I can really, truly, like, care for. And again, he's fucking in the mafia. I'm not saying he's some innocent, sweet angel, but he's my sweet little angel, if that makes sense. For the people in this show, I feel like again, I don't want to say the word innocent, because he's not innocent, but I feel like I can care about him more than others. A lot more than I can care for others, and I really appreciate that. Each character, again, sort of plays a role, and they play it perfectly. And fucking dude, every fucking thing bad happens to this motherfucker. I feel so goddamn bad for him. It sucks. I guess the final thing I want to talk about, and again, I talked about it a lot throughout the episode. I don't want to get too much into it, and again, I repeat what I said a couple minutes ago. I'm not some sort of educated fucking this that and especially upon my first watch of something, I'm not going to be able to pick it apart on every single molecular level as high as I want to, if that makes sense. But again, the sort of societal, cultural focus in this episode, and people's identity, and I guess more specifically minorities' identity. It's something that I find very interesting, and again, as someone who is, I would classify myself as a pure white American, in the sense of I don't like, I'm a little German, a little fucking some Amish in there. I don't really have any connections to any of that. I just sort of live my life, so it doesn't really hit me on a personal level. But it's a struggle that I always see, especially online. You know what I mean? It just, to me, it feels like nowadays, and even back then, it just feels like minorities just sort of hitting each other, on the same level, instead of going. Again, not to their fault. It's sort of the system. It's not built to rise. But I just feel like they sort of just bang on each other and not focus on the things that are pushing them down. And at least that's what I got from this episode. Because again, I don't want to get into a fucking whole big fucking this that about politics or how people see figures from the past. To me, Columbus is obviously not a good person, a terrible person, but at the same time, I've never been one to like be vehemently against. Like, I don't know. I don't celebrate Columbus Day at all, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't have a problem with it continuing to exist because I never acknowledged it in the first place. To me, it's and again, I'm not Italian. I've never thought about this. I've never really, and again, I don't really know that many like true Italian Americans in my life. I think the only one I know is my uncle. And I've never really gone into full discussions about their how they feel societally and their life and all that and their culture. But to me, Columbus Day is a throwaway holiday. No offense, and then I'm pretty sure they have changed it already to Indigenous Peoples Day. I know some people like have just called it that, but again, to me, I don't know. Why do we even need a holiday at all? If I mean, again, well, that's another thing too, and maybe I might be showing my uneducation. I'm pretty sure it has switched to Indigenous Peoples Day. What does that celebrate? To me, if I were to make a holiday and I had to make it, I would just make it. You know what I mean? Is that the two worlds joined? I wouldn't focus on the heroics of Columbus, and I obviously it's a holiday. You do have to not appreciate, but accept what happened in the past, but I wouldn't want to make it Indigenous Peoples Day to sort of focus on all the shitty stuff that happened to him. I would just, I don't know how to explain it. When it comes to a holiday, I don't know. You guys, I'm not that smart, and I'm sure that some of you guys will have paragraphs of shit to say to me in the comments about these sort of topics. But I don't know. Another fantastic episode. And I sort of, I really liked the title as well. This is something I'm gonna go on a little tangent here, a little rant. I care a lot about episode titles, and I haven't really talked about them that much because a good portion of the time I only look after the fact. I don't really like to look too far ahead. But this is one of the episodes that sort of stuck out to me when I would like, just real quick skim through a list of the titles. It always stood out to me because obviously Christopher is a character in the episode or in the show. So typically when a show has the name of a character in it, it's going to be not only focused on them, but it usually means something bad happens. So this is one of the episodes that I sort of, oh no. And then go along with it. Christopher is a nothing in this episode. He doesn't have any importance in specific. And I really like that. It put me on edge, but at the same time, it's meaningful. It connects to what's going on. I really like it. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, I do apologize. It's just gonna be me for a while. What are you gonna do? Like I said, in the comments, please go check out Daisha's channel. Subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Really help her out. I think that's going to be it. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I've got the full interaction up on Patreon. Like I said in the beginning, as of the time this video airs, I don't really have any more episodes ahead right now. But just give me a week or two. I'll be a good amount ahead. And finally, please subscribe. It really helped me out. I will see you guys. Oh, and then the final thing, people at the beginning aren't even going to hear this. This week there's going to be 2 episodes, so there's going to be one this Saturday. And then from then on, it's going to be 1 episode every Saturday. Until the end of the show, depending on the schedule, because I do have my schedule planned for a pretty long time. For season 6, I might do 2 a week. I'd have to see. But the final 2 episodes, season 6 episode 20 and season 6 episode 21, are going to be in the same week, no matter what. As well as I will be following it up immediately with the movie, which the movie might be the only thing in the history of this channel where people would be more angry if I did watch it than if I didn't. But I have to. As someone who's watched a lot of shitty stuff, specifically following really good stuff, you know what I mean, whether it be a show turning to shit or spin-offs or whatever, I have to be a part of it. You got to be a part of the party. I had this conversation with people with like Game of Thrones, where they hear at one point it's one of the greatest shows of all time, and then at one point it completely ruins it, and they go, oh, I don't want to watch it if it gets bad. You have to be a part of the party. You have to watch its peak, and then you also have to, just as everyone else did, you have to watch the fall. So I will be watching The Many Saints of Newark. But that's going to be it. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys have a good one. See you.